beats us to the punch.
Hey there, Bare Knuckle News fans. Backstage after the big fight here at BKFC 56 with Mr. Live Worldwide. All right, talk to me, baby. What'd you think of the fights?
Are you kidding? This was beyond history in the making. Susan, how many times have we come back and forth between one another and we've used that term of endearment, history in the making? This was the biggest bare knuckle fighting night in world history, not just in the history of the sport, but in world history. We brought the noise to the Maverick Center, Salt Lake City, and let me tell you, over 8,000 strong by far. Well, not by far. We've had some pretty big crowds, but I'm going to tell you, over 8,000 strong, our biggest crowd to date. The fights did not disappoint from moment one to moment done. And come on, you heard those fight fans. You knew that they came here ready for BKFC.
Do you feel like Salt Lake City may be close to Albuquerque as far as the enthusiasm? Because I know that we got some fight fans that they have to compete with in New Mexico.
I feel it's right on par with Albuquerque. I think that they are right on par with the 505. I believe that this is going to end up becoming a hub. This is going to be a place that I wouldn't be surprised if we came back at least 4 times a year moving forward. I mean, how could you not, Susan?
So, Jeff, you've been with the organization since day one. How do you feel that the sport has evolved? Because people didn't really know about it. Feldman took a big gamble and risk. People didn't understand it. How do you feel comfortably saying that the sport has evolved beyond your expectations?
Well, because now we're educating the fans about the sport. At the beginning, they didn't have that education. They had movies, they had television, they had, alternate forms of entertainment that made them see what they interpreted bare knuckle fighting to be. And now that David Feldman has brought bare knuckle fighting to the modern world and to the mainstream on top of that, I believe that the fans are more educated now that they've seen, not only is it safer than some other combat sports, but the entertainment aspect and the excitement cannot be overlooked.
We did a recent interview with a female fighter who looked rather bruised and unhappy with the way she looked. Many of the fans were very unhappy with the way Melanie Shaw looked after her interview. They didn't understand that oftentimes in the sport of bare knuckle, it looks worse than what it really seems. Can you kind of give me your combat sports expert opinion on that and educate our viewers on why bare knuckle is actually safer than many other combat sports?
Well, I believe that there's still a stigma of what I like to call a cosmetic sensitivity amongst those who really don't understand what blood and cuts means in the world of combat sports. We'd much rather not rattle the brain basket and have permanent injuries than blood and cuts. I mean, it's all cosmetic. Once again, television, movies, they've made us seem that blood and cuts is as bad as it gets, but you and I both know that that isn't it. 10 days later, they look great. But the one thing I want to say about Melanie Shaw, she went out there as a warrior. She had every right to stand in front of a camera with a post-fight interview looking the way that she did. I applaud her. I salute her.
Thank you so much. I'm sure when she sees this interview, she'll be very happy that you said that, because so many fans didn't understand. It made the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship look not in the best light. They thought that perhaps Melanie shouldn't have done the interview. Nobody understood the term medically cleared. And it was just a really difficult time. People are also saying nasty things to our organization, Bare Knuckle News, as to why would we do a fighter interview at that point. So thank you so much for clearing that up. All right, before we go tonight, we got to do our thing.
Yes, we do.
For Bare Knuckle News, I'm Susan Segura. This is
Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston.
And remember, nobody beats us to the punch.